Hi there, this is Alicia King, Just a Girl in Camas, and I'm here today actually with a very special interview that's near and dear to my heart. I'm chatting with my friend Heather Radu today. Thank you for taking the time to sit and chat with me.
Thanks for taking the time to chat with me.
Yeah, so this past January, I went with a group of women to Guatemala for a week, and we did some service projects there for the community of Guatemala, and while we were there, we actually stayed at an orphanage. And this orphanage would be Heather's orphanage. She is here in Camas, but runs an orphanage in Guatemala, and I have to say, it was amazing, so many aspects of it, but I want to start with how this came about, a little bit of your journey in life. I know there's so much ground to cover, but let's start a little bit with where your passion came from about running an organization like this.
Well, when I was...
Go for it.
Okay. All right. When I was 18 years old, I had always wanted to go to Europe. I just wanted to see Europe, and I saved all my money from the time I was 16 to 18, and when I got out of school at 18, I got a Eurail pass and went to school in Europe for a while and traveled Europe and was really brought in by the orphan crisis in Romania. Mm-hmm. So I ended up dedicating my life to orphan care. That started with the adoption of my sister Hannah, who was adopted from Romania back in 1990.
How old's Hannah now?
Oh my goodness, Hannah's going to turn 25 this year.
Wow.
And so that was the beginning. Mm-hmm. I don't think I really had a inkling of what my life was going to be like when I made the decision to help my parents adopt my sister. Mm-hmm. So from that, we started an organization called All God's Children, mm-hmm. and I ran that for 20 years with my parents and my sister Holland, who's also here in Camas. Mm-hmm. And then I made a big change in 2009 and left All God's Children to start a new organization, Forever Changed. And that organization is running the orphanage that I founded back in 2000. There's so many dates here. There are. I'm trying to remember it all. So I started the orphanage in Guatemala City in 2000 when my daughter was just a baby, and now she's 16 years old. So that means we've had the orphanage now 16 years.
Wow.
And we do international mission trips, and we have about 350 to 400 people come a year. Mm-hmm. This year we will have close to 30 kids coming from Camas High School and chaperones, which is so exciting to see a passion igniting in Camas. And of course, that's how I met you.
That is
because we got to be on the trip together. That was the ladies' trip that Lisa Ackerman, who is a jazzercise instructor here in town, and
a friend.
And a close friend of yours.
Yeah.
So it's been exciting to see the community kind of gather around what we're doing in Guatemala.
Well, I'm going to steal that back for 1 second.
Yeah.
I feel weird without my microphone, Heather.
Yeah.
I think one thing that really resonated with me from that trip is that, we came from the small town of Camas to Guatemala, and we were able, I think, to make a difference there and do some good, bringing love and clothes and diapers and all kinds of, we just filled up bags and bags from our town and took it to Guatemala and helped spread some love and all kinds of things that they need there in Guatemala. And one thing we're encouraging today is that you can go on these mission trips to Guatemala. You can go as a family. There are women's groups that go, and there's also teen groups, I would say. You have to be entering 9th grade to go on these trips. And one thing, it's life-changing, first of all, but I think it really helps, especially these kids, go outside of their box and see some of the world that's outside of Camas and what can be done and how you can help and how you can get inspired to do more. Have you seen that with these kids going? I know they went last year as well, a group did.
It's been very exciting to see it here locally. We have so many people from across the United States going on mission trips, but they don't necessarily ever come in contact with me where I get to actually see it for myself locally. So it was very exciting to see the teens go down and then have them come back and be sharing about all the amazing things that they got to see and how their lives were forever changed. Not only the people that they were helping in the outlying communities and in our orphanage, and they went to outside orphanages where the care of the kids is really not very good. It was great to see that they came back with a passion to go back. So a lot of the kids that went last year are going again. A lot of the leaders are going again.
It pulls
and
you in.
I think that as a community, we want to see our kids get inspired to be outside themselves, be outside their bubble, be outside their comfort zone. That's what I did at 18, and it made my life journey helping other people. And I think we want to build a community of kids that want to help others and aren't just submerged in their cell phones or, going out with their friends or getting their next Dutch Brothers coffee. These kids, these 16 kids that went last summer, I was down in Guatemala with them, and they were changed. They were really changed, and I think they were changed for the better.
That's awesome.
So,
a way that you can learn actually more about Forever Changed, and maybe you're interested in chatting with some other people that have done some of these trips, or really just supporting something in your community, is in May. Actually, there's going to be a concert at Camas Meadows, and the funds from that concert will go to support Forever Changed, right?
they'll go to support the kids living in the orphanage.
Right, in Dorie's Promise.
Dorie's Promise in Guatemala.
Right. All right, so tell us about the concert and what date and time so that people can plan on attending this.
We are having a concert at Camas Meadows. That's going to be May 24th at 7 o'clock. And the kids from the Opus School of Music are going to be performing. We also have another musical artist, Karen Jameson. She's going to be performing as well. There's going to be fun for the whole family. We're going to have face painting. There's going to be a silent auction. There's going to be things raffled off. It's going to be a great time to come and just find out more about what we're doing with Forever Changed and how you, as a part of our community, can become involved.
Great. All right. So is there a website or somewhere with more information on that? What is that?
You would go to www.foreverchangeinternational.org.
Great. If you have any questions also, you can reach out to me on Facebook. You could message Heather. We can answer all those questions. So if you can attend this event, I think it's great, first of all, for a family event. It's not just a 21 and over. So bring the whole family and hear what's going on and how you can help make a change, not just in your community, but in another country somewhere else. There's so many things to be done out there, and this is just a small part of it. I know it's even hard for me to talk about my mission trip because it is life-changing and it's a beautiful experience. So I encourage anyone that's interested to attend the concert, reach out and ask questions. And we'll be chatting again with Heather in the future because there's just so much more to talk about your great journey and what you're doing. So
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
yeah, I really, I do believe that things happen and bring people together. And I just am so blessed to have met you and got to have my experience. So thank you.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right, this is Alicia King, Just a Girl in Camas. Thank you.